I wanted a place for people to receive authentic guidance and practical ways to awaken. Thought-provoking, paradigm-shifting, and empowering. This is about expanding our human consciousness to create a wave of new possibilities. I'm Dr. Theresa Bullard-Whyke, and this is Quantum Minds TV.
You know, we have a problem. We all humans, generally spoken, on this planet, we have two sorts of human. One group is religious, the other group is scientifically. The religious group believes that God made everything, but as crown of creation, he created us, he made us. The scientific group is absolutely convinced it's all evolution, mutation, selection, and we are the top of evolution. Have you ever remarked that in both cases, religious, crown of creation, science, the top of evolution, in both cases, we look at ourselves as the greatest? We have a psychological problem. We don't want extraterrestrials. If they do exist, we are not the greatest anymore. So we have to learn to become humble, a little more humble.
Yes. So the arrogance of humans really shows up in this sense. And
exactly, yeah.
But it really changes the narrative. When you look at a lot of world religions, this approach very much changes the narrative. So not only are the scientists threatened by the idea that we don't want extraterrestrials because we have to be the most intelligent species, and it scares us to think that there might be something beyond. I would imagine that the religious folks are also very threatened by this, this idea, because it completely topples this worldview that is built upon religious dogmas of various traditions. So how have you, experienced that kind of dynamic with people who are really rooted in their belief systems?
It's always a dangerous discussion. We always have to be very careful and very respectful with the other religions. Now, in our Christian religion, in the Western world, we would have no problem if of a sudden the scientific community would accept, yes, we are not alone, and maybe we were visited. We can accept this. We are used to it by movies like Star Wars, etc. But other religious societies, for example, the Muslim community will have big problems with this. So generally, I think if today science would say, yes, they are even here, the topic of UFOs, some people say we are under observation, we would have a problem. Humanity is not prepared for this. Maybe we get in panic. We will be afraid. What will they do with us? Will they enslave us? Will they steal our raw materials? So we are not prepared for this acceptance. So still we have to learn, I think, at least one generation.
I think some people are prepared and ready, but the masses, there's going to be upset. And clearly, we see right now with some of the disclosure that's happening with the U.S. government releasing these videos of these, basically UFOs. And yet the narrative that they're bringing it with is very much seen through the filters of the military, which is, well, we don't have control over it and it's invading our airspace. Therefore, it's a potential threat. And, the amount of the narrative that's coming through of it being a potential threat. And therefore, we have to now weaponize space and we've got the Space Force coming in and so forth. They're almost programming this expectation of it's going to be a potential threat and like an Independence Day scenario from the movies where they're going to invade and then enslave or whatever, versus maybe, like Arrival. In the movie Arrival, they came and tried to help in some way, but we had to get over our fear and our antagonistic reactions towards them. So would you say from your own, perspective, belief, that there is the threat, or that there is potentially benevolent, or that there is both?
No, they are benevolent, definitely. If they would like to kill us, to destroy us, they could have done it since thousands of years, anytime.
Exactly.
They would not have created us according to their own image. And in my knowledge, that was done by a genetic mutation. So we are according to their image. They could have killed us anytime, but they were teachers in the past. And when they return, they will teach us again. So we should not be afraid of them.
Right. So I love that because, we have so many challenges that we're facing currently in the world today. I mean, you can just talk about the environmental, we can talk about all of the wars, and, we've been on this sort of stalemate with nuclear war since the World War II, but it's like everyone is amping up again, and there's this potential threat of humans wiping each other out more so than any extraterrestrial race coming in and wiping out. And they could potentially bring us solutions that could help us really transform and take that leap in our world towards creating a better society and hopefully uniting humanity as one race versus warring against each other.
That's a very important point. Since humanity exists, we always have wars. Wars, whatever the reasons are, religious war, whatever. Soon as we have contact with extraterrestrials, we will realize that we all on this planet, if we are black or white or yellow or whatever, we all are the human society of this planet. Exactly. And it makes absolutely no sense to fight against each other. We have a bigger issue, a bigger future, contact with extraterrestrials, going out there, explore the universe, etc. So a contact with extraterrestrials would be very, very good for humanity.
This Conscious Conversation was created, produced, and recorded by Dr. Theresa Bullard-Whyke in collaboration with Erich von Däniken and edited by Verse Content and HH Films and Photo. The theme music was created by Tim Mountain of Even Load Productions. Quantum Minds TV is a product of the Quantum Learning Academy.